Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. One pizza too many. Now today we are going to use the Ninja Foodi Max, or in America the Deluxe, and we're going to make some fresh yogurt. We're going to use some of the milk that I bought just a day ago at Marriott's farm, local farm to me. Link to the Google Maps section is just there. Okay, so I made fresh mozzarella out of this milk, and I thought, while I've got some left, I'll try making the Ninja Foodi yogurt. So we're going to make yogurt, and then I'll show you how to make that into Greek yogurt really easily. Okay, so the Ninja Foodi Max has a yogurt function on this, so we're not going to use any temperature probes like you used to have to when making yogurt. We're going to see if this will actually produce it all just by using the yogurt function that's built into it. So let's get started. For making the yogurt, it's really quite simple. We need milk, which we have 2 cartons, so just under 5 litres, and we have 4 tablespoons of natural yogurt with live culture. So this could be saved from a previous batch of yogurt that you've made in your foodie, or you can buy it at the shop. It'll also freeze really well, so you can freeze some little portions of the yogurt that you make to use again. So first thing we're going to do is open the foodie up. I'm going to open the milk and pour this straight in. Weather's not as bright today, a bit overcast, windy, not ideal. Okay, let's crack on with it anyway. So at this stage we're not going to add anything else, so we're not going to add the culture, the yogurt that we've got here. All we're going to do is we're going to put the pressure lid on. Okay, lock it on. The seal on top, we're going to leave it on vent. Okay. Okay, so we're going to switch our Ninja Foodi on, and we're going to move the little function dial. So press function, and see at the minute it's on steam. If we go that way, it goes all the way around to the dehydrate. So back round this way, we're going to go to slow cook yogurt. Okay, and if you just twist it again, you'll then see yogurt and 8 hours come onto the screen. I'm going to press, and it says boil. So this is now going to boil the milk. Okay, bring it up to temperature. This is going to take, it's going to slow process. This is going to take about an hour. It's going to beep once this is done, and then we're going to allow it to cool for an hour. So join me again in an hour once this is finished its boiling process, and we can then have a little look. Right guys, so I had just heard the beep, so I've just come back outside. It has just started raining, typical British weather, and it's now gone on to the cooling stage on its own. It probably took actually about 40 minutes to do that from when we shut the lid, so not taking an hour, about 40 minutes. Okay, so once it beeps again and it's finished the cooling cycle, that will then be ready to add the live culture yogurt, which we'll come back and do shortly. Right guys, so it now says add and stir, and it's beeped. Now I've got to tell you, this has taken an absolute age to get to this point. We're on nearly the 2-hour point now since since I last left you, where we were leaving it to cool. If I was to do, oh, it's just telling me again, there we go. If I was to do this again, I would definitely remove the pot, put it into an ice bath, cool it that way, and then put the pot back in. I have put a temperature probe through this, and you'll see on my Inkbird temperature probe, this is happy when it gets down to 42 degrees. Okay, so I'll take the lid off. Okay, and we've got our live culture yogurt. Okay. There's 4 tablespoons of yogurt in here. Okay, and we're just going to stir that in. It's shouting at me because it wants us to hurry up. So now we're just mixing that yogurt in, diluting it into that warm milk. Okay. Then we're going to go back on with the lid. We're going to leave the vent at the back open to vent, and then we're just going to press start again. And it now says ferment, FMNT, so for ferment. So this is going to ferment now for, believe it or not, 8 hours from this point. So in total, I would say if you just did everything in the foodie, didn't cool the milk between the heating and this process, it's going to take you between 10 and 11 hours to produce this yogurt. So join me again in a little bit when I'm guessing we'll be inside, because it'll probably be dark by this point, and hopefully we will have some yogurt to show you. Right guys, welcome back. So it's now, believe it or not, 11 PM. This is how long this has taken. We're now inside because it's absolutely pitch black outside. Okay, so we're going to lift the lid off and have a look, see what it's like. Okay, smells yogurty. So apparently the test to see whether this is turned into yogurt is to stick a spoon in the middle and it should stand up. Yeah, which it did. Okay, so you can see we have, yeah, a nice fairly thick yogurt. So this just needs basically whisking together now. So I'm just going to turn the foodie off now. Once this is all mixed together, once this is chilled down, it'll thicken a bit and you'll end up with a nice smooth yogurt which you can then flavour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to, I'm just going to unplug it first, move this to one side. Two trusty glass bowls that you end up seeing in quite a lot of videos of me. Okay, then with one I've got a sieve. I've got no cheesecloth, nothing like that. Okay, so the way of making this now into a Greek style yogurt would be to sieve this overnight but through a cloth. So I'm just thinking if I can just gently put it into, I've got a really fine mesh sieve, and basically the purpose of doing this is to drain some of the whey out of the yogurt. It'll thicken it up, it'll intense the sort of tartness and the flavour, and you end up with the Greek style yogurt. So my idea is we'll fill this sieve, I'll cling film the bowl with the sieve, and then I'll fill this bowl with the rest of the yoghurt. We'll chill it down overnight, and then we'll come back to it in the morning and see what we're left with. And then tomorrow morning I can show you flavouring some of it and how we can use it. Okay, so that's that one. So the rest of this, it's not hot, so I could just cling film this in the pot like that, to be fair, which I think I will do. And then we'll use this bowl in the morning to then flavour some, and we can see what it's like once it's chilled. But as you can see, yeah, I'd say it's done a pretty good job, really. The cultures have all worked from the milk, from the yoghurt that we've added, and we've ended up with a massive pan of yoghurt, really. Cool. Right, so with that, I think it's time to tidy up, time to go to bed, and I'll see you bright and breezy in the morning. If it's nice weather, we'll be back outside. If not, we'll stay inside. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's now 8:15 in the morning. So these have had 9 hours in the fridge. So we've got the Greek strain yoghurt and the normal yoghurt. So first of all, we're going to have a quick look at the normal yoghurt. Okay, and you can see now it's thickened up a little bit. Yeah, it's really nice. So all we're going to do is get our bowl and tip this into the bowl. Lisa out early again. So that is the normal yoghurt. Then you should be able to see the Greek yoghurt that we did. It's lowered in the sieve, and we have quite a good amount of whey that's come out of the bottom of it. So let's have a look. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to tip this out into the sieve, and you'll see this is straight away really nice and thick. Okay, and you'll see in the bowl all the way that's drained out of just that little sieve's worth of yoghurt. It's quite a lot. So if you didn't want your Greek style yoghurt as thick as that, all you need to do is mix some of this back in with it. Okay. So we then have a variety of things that we could do. So we could make some frozen yogurt out of this one. That'd be really nice. We can, don't forget also to freeze some of this one for your start culture next time you make some yogurt. We could also, believe it or not, make some pizza dough. So we could mix equal quantities of the yogurt and self-raising flour. That'll make pizza dough, so we will be doing that in the future. Or the easiest one is as a breakfast. Okay, so I've got a bowl, my ladle, okay, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of the thicker yoghurt just in the middle, some raspberries. And of course, this will be really good if those of you that like doing things like overnight oats. This will be really good. And then we've got some honey. Okay. So just one example of how you could use this load. Right guys, let's have a little look, a little taste. Really nice, smooth, got that sharpness coming through but not overpowering. I like that. Just let the police go past again. Something must be kicking off. Right, so that's quite a nice mild sort of yogurt. Now if you wanted a more tart flavoured yogurt, if you just carried on allowing the cultures to do their thing in the foodie for probably up to another 2 hours, so between 8 and 10 hours fermenting, then you would end up with a more sour yogurt. So this is the Greek style yogurt. A lot thicker, a lot creamier, and actually I'd say the flavour in this one was a lot better than this one. Just draining out some of that whey has kind of enhanced the flavour. Really nice. And then of course we've added a few ingredients just to make a little demonstration bowl, so let's have a look. So just a little bit of the Greek yogurt, the normal one, with a little bit of honey. Now, I'm not one for eating breakfast, but actually, that's really nice. I could see myself getting used to that. Okay. Remember, there's so many things you could do with this. Sorry about that. Put some comments below. Let me know what you do with this. Give me some inspiration on what I can do with all this yogurt that I've got left. Might give some to my next door neighbour, as she's just got a ice cream machine. I'm sure she could make some frozen yogurt out of this. So yeah, let me know what you think. Make sure you do head over to our Facebook page at One Pizza Too Many and like for more comments, pictures and in between information. Also make sure you subscribe, so for our next video with the foodie we're going to compare different cooking styles of bacon in this, and then we're going to be using the blender that I've just done an unboxing video on again to make some baconaise for cooking some burgers in the Kamado. So all these videos are coming over the next week, so make sure you do like, share and subscribe and comment on what you think we should do with the rest of this yogurt, and make sure everyone you're staying safe. So till next time, see you later.